Dooku with the final moments touch. Elsmore brings proceedings to a close, and Maidstone take the lead on 3 separate occasions this evening. The third time is the charm, with skipper Corn with that sweet finish. And it is Maidstone 3, Torquay 2. The Stones just about down the goals in the end, Connor. Got there in the end, the Stones, but it's a big 3 points, thank goodness.
Great 3 points, and really well fought in the end. I thought some moments of, lack of quality, I think, for both sides. Definitely had moments of it. I think that's down to the weather, and it's very wet and windy here. It's horrible, to be honest. Wind coming in from lots of different angles, and at times difficult to sort of play the ball well when the weather's against you. But also some very good moments of quality here, especially for Maidstone. I thought in the first 5 minutes looked like we were just going to pick off of that really strong result we had on Saturday against high-flying Yeovil Town. But yeah, Maidstone played some really, really good stuff. Really amazing. 2 goals for the 2 men up top again. Matt Rush and Mo Fowl both getting on the score sheet. Mo Fowl providing the assist for Matt Rush's finish as well. And captain fantastic to the match day captain Sam Corn, with Gavin Hoyt not in the squad. Sam Corn captains the side once again and digs Maidstone United out of a draw and picks up all 3 points for the Stones with a fantastic outside of the box left-footed finish. Absolute
ruddy pile driver that was from Corn. That was. I've been on the right end of a fair few 3-2s here for Stones Live and Stones TV, of Tonto, of course, and things like that. And that potentially could be just as crucial a moment as Joel Powell's goal was almost 2 years or so ago. But to be the victor from the odd goal in 5 is always a very, very rewarding moment. Ben Sinden, listening to us on Stones Live, to see him posting on Facebook there, he's very happy with that result and says thank you, Stones Live. Thank you all for listening. That's what we're here for. We're glad you're all there. If you can't make it for whatever reason, a decent crowd for Maidstone tonight. Not exactly the 3,100 we had against Yeovil, but 2,000 on a wet and very windy Tuesday night. 71 from Torquay. When you think Yeovil probably bought 300 odd at the weekend, it's much easier to do on a Saturday rather than a Tuesday night. But Maidstone into 3rd place, only the 13 behind Yeovil, but played a game more. That would be something miraculous, frankly, if that was going to be talked about. But in terms of 2nd or 3rd place finishes, it's not out of the realms of possibility for Maidstone to achieve that this season. Certainly when you look at the run of fixtures coming up now, with Hemel and Taunton coming up, Aveley would be challenging, Weymouth, Dover, Bath, another hard game. St Albans, of course, they're very much in the thick of the playoff plethora of sides. As Matt Rush is approaching some of the youngsters in the town end, the players being cheered off and players being clapped off, clapping the fans off, and vice versa. It's a very mutually beneficial evening, I think, for most of the fans here and the players this evening. They've done themselves very proud. A few moments I think they'd be quite frustrated, frankly, Maidstone fans and the players equally, with some of the instances where they've managed to let Torquay in from similar sort of balls from out wide, be they dead balls or not. Maidstone's defender left a little bit to be desired again this evening at times, but we're worried about, would Levi Manchie be replaceable when he left a few weeks back, and clearly in Mo Fowl, finally, with 4 in 4. I went a bit earlier on, depending on what the edit does, but Mo Fowl 4 in 4. Matt Rush, that's 10 goals for the Stones now since he signed, and that's absolutely massive when you think Levi Manchie got 20 goals in the time he was here. Matt Rush is already halfway through to that total. It reminds me of 2 years ago when we had Juan Luque miss out in the last 7 or 8 matches, and then Jack Barham went, oh, hold my beer, I'll try and catch up Juan Luque's scoring record, and he was only a few short. So you're hoping that Matt Rush is going to do a very similar thing and try and catch Levi Manchey's 20 goals. I mean, there's 15 games left in the league until the end of the season. If Matt Rush can double his tally, equal Levi Manchey's 20 overall in that time, well, again, Mo Foal, Matt Rush, they can purely concentrate on the league. It's that front line that's going to be fresh because they're all cup tied and they're not going to be involved in that game at Coventry in 20 days' time. So, you know, they will have the options, Will Maidstone, in these coming weeks and months. And you think, you know, it's only about 10 weeks until the season ends, roughly, there or thereabouts. And you've got so much football to fit in League
quick.
and Cup. It does. And, of course, we're going to bring it all to you here on Stones Live and on Stones TV. You know, I mentioned at the top of the show that we've already triggered 2 sackings on a Tuesday night defeat. I think that performance would be harsh on Gary Johnson being sacked after that. But at the same time, there's an 8-point gap between the Stones and the goals now. Coventry are not going to be able to bring anybody in. It's happy birthday to Ben Austin. It's Ben's birthday today, to our Twitter admin. So he's managed to get himself. Everybody, happy birthday, Ben. I mean, we're still working here, everyone. But you know, happy birthday to Ben. I don't know. Amateur hour, I don't know, but yeah, happy birthday, Ben, and I enjoyed the muffin earlier. But yeah, you know, 8 points clear. We'll get back to it now. We're now 8 points clear of Torquay. Gary Johnson is hard to replace in the sense that where are you going to get a more experienced manager at this level at this stage of the season, 2/3 of the way through? A performance like that is a very good reaction to the hammering they got by St Albans. They looked a lot more up for it, frankly, and Maidstone did manage to work some goals this evening, and especially the Corn one in the end, just a winner to grace any level, that finish, frankly. And it would be harsh on Johnson if they got rid of him after tonight. It was jokingly, you know, if it had been another 4-0, I think he probably would have gone. But off the back of a 3-2 narrow defeat against a side that seemingly is ignoring the cup and is managing to get itself in order, and knowing that the league is the bread and butter that they are needing to get done this season.
I've heard the phrase bread and butter, the league is the bread and butter, so often in the last 2 weeks or so. I agree with you, Sean. I thought when it was 2-2, I thought if it finishes 2-2, I think he definitely keeps his job. I think 3-2, I mean, obviously it's a wonder strike, fantastic finish from Sam Corn. I think it would be really unfortunate and slightly, you know, harsh. I know they've had a rough time recently in the league, and past sort of 10 fixtures or so they haven't done too well. But I do think coming to Maidstone United, long journey on the day, beaten by a wonder strike, Maidstone flying from confidence from good, better than good run in the FA Cup. I think a sacking for the Torquay manager would be a tad harsh despite results of recent time.